Hi, welcome to Road Bike Culture. I'm your host, Kevin Isley. Today we're going to talk about one of the great things to do on a bike, ride in the rain. When I was a little kid, I loved riding my bike in the rain. It was one of the most freeing and fun things I could do. I would go out, I would get wet and cold and muddy and dirty. My mom would tell me to be careful, and then when I came home, she'd always have something warm for me to eat and drink, and it was just really happy memories of riding my bike in the rain. But today, as a road biker, I'm a little more cognizant of the things that could hurt me when I ride my bike. I'm older, I go faster, I'm on the roads, there's cars, but still, riding my bike in the rain is such a special bike ride. The first thing you need is a good rain jacket. I would invest in a really nice one. And I wouldn't go too warm because when you ride your bike, you still do sweat. And if you get too warm of a raincoat or it doesn't breathe well enough, you're just gonna get really wet on the inside and really wet from the outside. So go with a light rain jacket. When you look for advice on how to ride your bike in the rain and what you should wear, a lot of people are gonna tell you, you want a rain jacket, you want full length gloves, you want booties, you want leggings. I don't really go for any of that stuff. I wear a cycling cap and I wear my rain jacket. The rest is just exposed. And if I do wear gloves, they're open fingered gloves. Because at some point in your bike ride, everything is gonna get soaked all the way through, and then it's just heavier, it's harder to dry out when it stops raining, and to me it just makes me colder for the ride, so I just don't do it. I used to wear clear glasses when I rode in the rain, but I found that I was wiping them off all the time, so I stopped doing that. One of the biggest problems with riding in the rain is that cars can't see you very well, so you always want to bring lights. The more, the merrier. Light up the road. Let them see you. It's pretty common sense that the roads, when they're wet, are gonna be slicker. But one thing you wanna look for is rainbows in the road, because that's gonna be oil slicks, and that will make it a lot slicker on your bike. Do not ride on the stripes or near them, or don't go around a corner and cut across a stripe. Stay away from them, hold your line, because these things will put you to the ground. Because of the inherent danger of a wet road and drivers not seeing you, I tend to ride in the rain with groups of friends. So there's just more of us to see, and if you crash or anything happens, there's somebody there to help you. When riding with a group of friends, you need to stay about twice the distance you normally stay off of their wheel, because braking takes about twice as long. When going on a rain ride, always bring extra tubes and bring a pump. Don't worry about the cartridges that you usually use. Bring a pump. You're gonna go through a whole bunch of cartridges. The first thing you wanna do when you get done with your bike ride is wipe off your bike and clean your chain. There's a lot of grime on that chain, and that will destroy your components. A courteous thing to do when you go on a rain ride with friends is use fenders. This will keep the rooster tail from your back wheel shooting up into the faces of your friends. I have fenders, but I always forget to bring them because I don't know, I'm kind of rude that way. But if you are in a group ride and you're the only one without fenders, just go to the back, because you don't want to get everybody wet. And if you stay in the front, somebody just actually may tell you to go to the back because they're sick of it. Bike riding at its core is about camaraderie. And some of the best things that you can do is go out and have a bigger adventure with your friends. Make it a little more dangerous, get a little colder, come back and just be freezing, but always remember how fun that bike ride was. And you're gonna talk about it forever. Oh, you remember that rain ride we did? Oh yeah, Jason got like 4 flats. We ran out of tubes. We had to call it back early. But if on your ride you get too cold, be sure and stop somewhere, get out of the rain, and have a cup of coffee. It's gonna make you feel a lot better. When riding in the rain, try to bring a cycling cap, but don't put the brim up like a New York bike messenger. Keep the brim down, and that will keep water out of your eyes from the rain. It's what they're designed for. A couple of things you wanna remember when riding in the rain. Keep your speed down, keep your distance from your friends, lower your tire pressure, and brake early and not really hard. Always remember, anybody can ride their bike on a nice day when it's warm outside and dry. Fewer people can ride in the rain and enjoy it and have fun. I mean, just look at us. Do we look miserable? Do we look like we're not having fun? No, we're having a blast. And after this bike ride that we did here, we went back to our friend Michael's house and we barbecued some burgers in the rain and drank some beer. It was so fun, and we talked about how awesome that bike ride is, and we're still talking about it right now. And this bike ride was like 6 months ago. That's how awesome it is to ride in the rain, to break the norms, break the rules, and go out and do what you want to do on your schedule, and don't be afraid. Till next time, peace.